What is going on? It's been a minute. Twitch is back here in the USFA. It's been a while. We've been utilizing YouTube and all that stuff for a good minute. I appreciate YouTube for being what it is so we can keep the games rolling, but it's been a while since I've hit a full game. Let's go ahead and get into it. Should be a fun ride here. Two teams looking for some momentum, both in the Western Conference. And it's going to be the Tacoma Eruption taking on the Dallas Dragons in what should be a great ball game between these two teams. Can't wait to see what happens. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. I almost forgot how to do it, but I got it up. And it should be a fun ride as always. I see 4 people up in here. Yeah, you're not seeing crazy right now. We are on Twitch. Happy that you are here with me, but it should be a fun game in this one. Tacoma is currently in the number 3 seed. Dallas is currently at the bottom of the pack, but they can still find their way into it, especially if they could get the victory tonight at home. And it should be a fun ride. Let's go ahead and get this one rolling. I know it's been a while, but I didn't forget how to do it. Let's go ahead and start this game up. I will explain in a little bit as to what I added to the store, but let's go ahead and get this game rocking. It's been a while since we've been on Twitch and I won't play games with y'all. Welcome back to the Twitch format as we go ahead and see the return. Looks like it's going to be to around the 31-yard line or so, as Tacoma's going to start out with the football. It's going to be a fake it a handoff to Brewer, looking for a man, going to take off to run, and there's a lot of pressure in its face, and it's going to be a sack. There goes Manuel's son, already coming through with the big play. Great job there from the big homies in Dallas. But what I added was something towards the quarterback traits. I did add one more thing that I didn't realize that you could change within the game, and it's actually the census pressure trait. We'll talk about that in a little bit, as that one's going to be caught and he's going to pick up majority of those yards back, as we see the big homie Ryan Davis throwing out some biddies. I'm trying to get the soundboard to work, but it's been glitching ever since I've been trying to try it out today. So no Don DeMarco like that type stuff, but I'll do it myself if need be. But thanks so much for keeping us in tune, as it's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking for a man again, middle of the field and over the head of the crossing receiver, and the Dallas Dragons will get their first stop quick. But yes, so they got the census pressure. That will actually you can actually do it 2 different ways. You can either have it, well, technically 3. Currently it's set to ideal, so it senses the pressure pretty easily. But actually, I changed the wrong thing. I put the wrong thing. It was supposed to be forced passes is what I was supposed to put in, now to think about it. But forced passes, you can either have ideal, ideal, conservative, or aggressive. And I'm still trying to learn that. I've been looking at some videos, try to make sure that I put it the right way. But just so everyone knows, every quarterback is set to ideal. So that means that if they sense pressure, they won't throw it into pressure as much. And that's one of the reasons why there's been a lot of throwaways as opposed to trying to force it into pressure. So if you have the right attributes at quarterback and he was to purchase that, say for instance he was to move it to aggressive, and he has his accuracy attributes right, then it should go to the right place as opposed to it throwing the football away, and that it should take away from the sacks and stuff like that as well. So try to make it a little bit balanced. As we see the pass, a wide open man is going to be big homie. He's going to shed off a man and push forward past the 30 is Ulf Jacobson, number 34. And we're going to make it 1st and 10 again here for Dallas. So essentially there's 3 different ways you can have it. You can have it set to where it is, which is ideal, or you can have a conservative, so they'll take a chance every now and then, or conservative where they can actually take a lot more chances down the field as opposed to throwing the football away. As we see the penalty there from Dallas's tight end Frederick Kaiser, going to make it 1st and 20. So I put senses pressure. I put the wrong thing in, but if you was to click it, you see that'll be the last thing in there. So now quarterbacks will have a way to be a little bit more aggressive, as that is almost picked off the tip. That's going to make it 2nd and 20 now. Well, actually, one more thing. Conservative, they mostly will throw it towards receivers that are a lot more open. So you have the way right there. If you choose conservative, you'll go towards more open passes. Aggressive, you'll go towards more, what's the word I'm looking for? Towards more covered passes. But if your attributes are good enough to make those plays, you should see a lot of dots coming your way. So keep that in mind as you're changing that. I already know Ryan is going to be relaying that to his quarterback, see if that's something he could get in the future, as we see that catch, and that's almost a first down there. Going to make it 4th and short. Should be a punt, though. I'm not expecting them to go for it so far in their own end zone. I mean, in their own territory. But it's going to be 4th down. And they are going to send it away here. So both defenses make the stop. Is going to be returned here by Zorro Lunar, who's barely going to pick up some yards past the 20. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Ryan Davis said, with how good our wide receivers are, it may be a good idea. That could be something to consider. And I don't remember exactly how much it is, but I could go ahead and pull it up real quick. Quarterback offensive trade is going to be $35K. As we see the pass all the way to the middle of the field, wide open. There goes Chris Banks, making a nice catch of 9.5. His 2nd and inches coming. So keep in mind, though, you're throwing into coverage if you was to pick the aggressive quarterback trait. So that could mean a little bit more interceptions as well. It's a gamble, as always. So got to keep that in mind as we see 2nd and inches. Going to fake the handoff to Brewer, looking for a man. Middle of the field's wide open, and it's going to run over a man going backwards. But it is going to be another first down coming up here for Tacoma. He just straight up trucked that dude, Dyson. He's a bot player for a reason. He said he wanted to get a quick truck. Mr. Mikey, what's happening? Mr. Mike Jack himself. And yes, the giveaway is available. So throwing this one, that's almost picked off by Wheezy Porter, but could not hang on to it. It's going to be 2nd and 10. What's going on, Kyle Wu? What's happening? Welcome to the gameplay as you're trying to watch what's happening here. Cabanas 89. That's big homie Gina Buckley. What's happening? Thank you for stopping by as we see the drop back, looking for a man off the run and going to be almost picked off again. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up after that. See, I didn't forget y'all. I know it's been a while since I've been on the mic like this, but we're going to keep it moving. It's 3rd down and 10. Dallas with the chance to get off the field, looking for a man. Pass the middle of the field and caught, but the Dallas defense stands tall, taking down Extra Magic, and it's going to be 4th and 4. Oh, Gina DeCleaner Buckley. Yeah. Gina DeCleaner. When I get to the next live stream, or whenever I do get back on the mic for them, I'll make sure I'll throw that in there for sure. No problem. It's 4th and 4 coming, looking for a bounce, but it's not the bounce they wanted, and I'll put Dallas on the 20, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up here for the Dragons. Both teams looking for their first score, but the defense is up to this point playing pretty nice. Who do y'all have winning this ball game? Going to be looking past middle field, and that was almost picked off by Kaiser Washington. That would have got him in the lead for interceptions if he was able to hang on to that. But it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Pistol formation, handoff, there goes both Jacobson. He's going to get snuffed out early as the defense of Tacoma is not playing around with that run game. John Carter with the tackle. Going to make it 3rd and 13 now. Look where the pass throws it short, is going to be caught. Trying to turn up the field after the catch, but not to be. There goes Billy Silly with his first catch of the game. Is only going to pick out 2 of 13. So there's going to be another stop for us from Tacoma. Very little action yet from the offense on both sides, but still got plenty of game left, sending this one away. Going to get past the 35-yard line. We'll see the return, a juke move, and he's going to turn up and gets taken down close to midfield. So Tacoma with some good starting field position here. Great move there by Kaiser Washington, the cornerback out of Tulane. Going to be 1st and 10 coming up. First and 10 here, and they're going to stretch it to the outside, trying to find some room as Brewer, and he's going to get spinned around like a Beyblade after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second and 8 coming up. I've been trying to get some clips and everything like that, but they've been tripping. Looking right side and caught, and going to get stuck, but he does pick up the first down. Is Zorro Lunar going to make it 1st down here for Tacoma, trying to get some action here on offense. The defense is, like I said before, on both sides playing very well. Going to make it 1st and 10 again. Faking the handoff here. Protection breaking down, but the pass on point there by Bridges, and he's going to make it inside 30 to around the 22-yard line or so. Keeping it moving here. Tacoma's on the move. Tackled by Fowler and Wheezy Porter right there. A real good duo in the secondary. Jumbo set here. Handoff up the middle, and the defensive play is right there, but Devin Brewer is going to push forward on second contact to pick up 7. Shotgun set here for Tacoma. Offense looking nice. 1st down play and a little bit more. A juke move. Pushing to the 5. Down to the 4-yard line is Davin Brewer. And he's starting to pick up some really good yardage here as Tacoma's getting ready to strike. We'll see if they can punch it in. And they'll make it 1st and goal. Passing it, looking for a man, taking off the run, looking end zone, but no one's home. It looked like it was Wheezy Porter coming through with the quickness, and first spray, I missed that. I'm not even going to lie to you with those stack stinky posts. I missed that. I'm glad to be back for sure. It's going to be 2nd and goal coming. Only stream just to see that, to be honest. Everything else is a bonus. Looking right side, gonna be caught, but Wheezy Porter's not gonna let that touchdown come easy. It's 3rd and goal now. Got 5 people in the giveaway. Who's trying to win it? That's what I want to figure out as we take this one to the end of quarter number 1. Let's go ahead and get into it, folks. Flip the field. Let's see how Tacoma plays this play. It's 3rd and goal. And they hand it off up the middle. And those too easy. He's just going to drop and dive 1 and drop and dive 2. Tacoma scores first at the first play of the second. And that's going to make it 6-0. Beautiful blocking up front. And Dallas did send the blitz, but maybe they would have liked it if that was more between the tackles. That probably would have worked out. It's going to be a kick up and kick good here for Tacoma, and that'll make it 7-0 here in Dallas. Let's see what the Dragons could do when they get the ball back. Madre 007, what's happening, big homie? Remind me of what your player is, because I don't quite remember your player off the top of my head. But happy that you're here regardless. Back on Twitch, first time in quite some time. Annalisa McCool, thank you there, Ryan Davis. He knows everything when I don't know it, so. But it's a great job nonetheless here from Tacoma. Sticking with the offense starting to click now. We'll see if that continues on throughout the game. But Dallas still has plenty of time to get something cooking as we send this one away here. Going to be returned, taken past the 20, and looks like he's going to take it to the 32-yard line or so. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. I got to give all my peeps in the giveaway. Yeah, trying to keep it in Huntington Beach. I get it. I mean, not like anything has changed. I mean, they're undefeated for a reason. And that's one of the main reasons why they stick around. They've been watching. They've been scoping the scene, scoping the competition. And it seems like every time they play somebody, they cannot find a full answer for 48 minutes, as we see that pass there to Ulf, picking up a couple. It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up. Pistol formation again, stretching it to the outside, but he takes it inside. We're going to pick up maybe another 2 yards, and that's really about it. It's 3rd and 6 coming up. I'm going to skip the screen at halftime in regards to the code, because I was actually making one a little bit earlier, as we see a handoff pushing forward, and there goes Ulf, and he's going to get close, but no cigar. Another 4th and 1 situation coming up. And yes, exclamation point USFA. Thank you, good sir. And I already told, I don't know if Ryan told you, which I'm assuming he did because he's always on top of his shiznit, but there is another purchase that you can make as quarterback as a trait for the forced passes. If you want to change it from ideal to conservative or aggressive, you could definitely make that choice. It'll definitely help out in regards to taking some time off. Instead of throwing the football away, you can actually like take more chances down the field. Conservative, it does it every now and then. Aggressive, it takes a lot more aggressive shots, as the name suggests. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you take that. And it looks like it's a 3,500 coin to make that happen. So keep that in mind as the season winds down. You never know if you want to switch it up a little bit. But you are the top. You are the top. What's the word I'm looking for? The top. Well, actually, top number one. You're number one in passing touchdowns. So I guess anything else can help if you want to try to make one last ditch effort towards 40. But doing a great job this season is Tyler Deathridge from Huntington Beach, as that's going to be a penalty here from Dallas. Sorry, from Tacoma, as we see what happens here. 2nd and 14 coming up. They're going to try to stretch again, trying to find a hole, but the defense of Dallas says no, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Nine minutes left in the second. Tacoma has the right of way currently due to the score. Passing it, looking for a man. Takes off to run. Gonna push forward, trying to get the first himself, but he's gonna give himself up. And that is not going to be enough for the first down. You'd like to see him charge forward. He had a couple men in his face, but that's not going to be enough for the first down. Lack of awareness there on that particular play. It's going to be 4th and 3. And yes, I've seen it happen. The fight for extra yards does help you in that regard as well. So that's another trait that can help out quarterbacks if need be, as we see the return. Going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. As they tried to hand off, trying to find a hole, but once again, Wolf Jacobson slowed down both run defense was playing very well. And it's going to make it 2nd and 8 coming up. Another handoff, and this one's a lot more successful, but once again stopped at the gate in regards to picking up the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Handoff, trying to get the first himself, but there's a flag right at the end of it, and I'm pretty sure it was on the big homies here. It's going to be 6.5 minutes left in this one. It's 3rd and 11 now. And a big miss right there. It's 4th and 11 coming up, as they had the first down and a little bit more, but the pass off the mark is going to be 4th down. You hate to see it because he had the lane to make that happen, but I'm going to send this one away here. Pick the crime, send that one to the 25, 26 yard line, looking for a return that's pretty decent, but Kaiser Washington, he'll take a pass at 35, so a decent return, I'd say. Going to make it 1st and 10 again here for Tacoma. Handoff, there goes Brewer, makes one man miss, and going to take it past the 40. 2nd and 5 coming up here. And almost got a man offsides, not to be. Going to be a quick pitch, ain't going to be caught. And there goes Chris Banks coming through with it. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming up, as Tacoma keeps the drive alive. His 4th catch, 56 yards there for Banks. Stretching this one, looking to the left, and going to get sniped out again by this run defense. Going to make it a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 coming up. Big drop back here for Bridges. Quick pitch left side is going to be caught, dragging the toes. It's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. I'm hoping at this point as well, that will open up more opportunities if more quarterbacks was to get that force passes trait in whatever direction. It should open up more opportunities for wide receivers to get the football too, and of course it may open up more opportunities to get sacks as Thomas Noble comes through with the play and stalls this drive. Dallas will have one more try here before the half, potentially. And there's also more opportunities for wide receivers to get the football, along with the defensive players to get their interception numbers up, all the good stuff. So could be an interesting wrinkle to join in the game as we see that wrinkle roll into the 4-yard line. Tacoma coming through with the pin, and it's 1st and 10 coming up here for the Dragons, as Dallas is looking for something to cheer about tonight. Short drop back, turning it up to run, trying to get away from the rush. He's going to pick up some yards, and he'll pick up about 7. 2nd and 3 coming up. Second and 3, and they will give it back to Off, who's gonna go with a spin move, and he should have enough for the first with that play, and he does. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Another drop back here for Church, looking right side and almost picked off. There goes Jacob Copeland coming through with the big play on defense. Going to make it 2nd and 10. Power formation, drop back again. Protection solid. Pass is going to be incomplete, punched out from Ulf Jacobson, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 now. The offense here for Dallas, a lot to be desired right now. Going with the rollout this time around, looking left side and a dot there. Number 11 gets the catch. It's going to be Tank Tremonti coming through with it. It's going to be 1st and 10. Now that I'm looking, I don't know if I changed my play ball in air trait. What do our receivers start with? I forgot exactly what it is, but remind me what it says on the actual well, you don't have the game up right now, so, but it's not aggressive. It's the middle one. I think it's balanced. Play ball in the air mostly is for defensive players, to my knowledge, but it could be for offense. Who knows? Looking for a man again, middle of the field, and going to be caught there from Ulf. 1 35 seconds left in the second. They're trying to do something here in the first half. Only throw dots, so you don't need to worry about playing the ball in the air. Just focus on catching it when it hits your hands. That's what Tyler Deathridge said to his fellow wide receiver in the chat. As we see a handoff pushing forward, sheds off one man, but the second was ready to make the play. As we go ahead and take this one with the final minute left, as that's going to be 4th and 1 coming. Actually, that's Tacoma making a stop. Sending this one away right here. Down to the 15. And going to get dragged down as he passes the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10. Yeah, I only saw it when looking at the traits for wide receiver because I don't have too many Twitch coins. Yeah. Looking, going screen this time around, flips it and going to get dragged down behind the line of scrimmage. And guess who? That's going to be Thomas Noble making another play. There's going to be a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 coming up. Looking for another drop back right side. It's going to be caught. A short gain once again. Getting a couple of those yards back. Going to make it 3rd and 11. And now Dallas may have a chance to have a few seconds on the clock. As that is going to be a flag. Push it backwards. 5 yards. 3rd and 16 coming up. Handoff, pushing forward, finding a little lane to get some of those yards back, and they'll go ahead and call the timeout as Dallas. So both defenses making plays, making sure that neither one picks up a 1st down, and Dallas will have another chance here with some seconds on the clock and 2 timeouts. Sending this one a juke move, but going to get to around the 31-yard line. That's really about it. It's going to be 1st and 10. Come in. Oh, excuse me. As you can hear, not fully recovered, but we're going to keep it moving here. I see 9 people up in here. Thank you so much for everyone that stopped by, checking us out. This is the USFA. This is not what you think it is, but it is using the game that you're very familiar with. It's going to be DJ Church slinging that one away. And plays like that is what can be affected with that trait, because a lot of times they stay in the pocket and actually try to throw the football down the field, depending on if you choose conservative or if you choose aggressive. So passing it, looking right side, going to be caught. And that is going to be a 1st down, so that'll get him closer towards Hail Mary range. We'll see if that makes a difference as Tank Tremonti comes through with another catch. Tacoma will send 3. Looking for a man to throw it to, and he is going to launch it in the middle of the field and going to be incomplete, and that'll give Dallas uno más try here before the end of the first half. Ooh, I'm rusty. You could tell. But they're going to set up for one more trip towards the end zone. Going to launch this, middle of the field, going to be almost picked off, and that'll be the end of quarter number 2. Let's go ahead and go into quarter number 3. Let's get into it. Shout out to all of our affiliates. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Shout out to W. Make sure you use code USFA S9 to get 10% off of each and every order that you choose to have with them. Make sure you also shout out to Paladin. If you need any software help for your business, Paladin is the way to go. Links will be in the Discord, so make sure you join that. Show some love to them if you can, because you'll be showing love to us here in the USFA. Shout out to the GSB, Gold Standard Basketball. If you want your basketball fix in the Sim League format, that's the best place to do it. If hockey's more your flavor, they do have goals. Great One Hockey League Sim is going to be a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Tacoma, but is it going to stand? It will not. And then, of course, we got the spam in the chat. You hate to see it. As we're going to see if that one is going to be a spam, and that is a drop. And Jerry Riggs misses a gimme. That's 2 opportunities there. 14 points off the board for the most part from Dallas. They had another deep pass that they couldn't connect on. And that's one of the reasons why Dallas is on the biggest losing streak currently with 6. As we see the pass again, looking for a man to throw it to. And he's going to try it again. He says he likes it better on the other side. It's going to be Isaiah Fowler. He says, let me show you how it's done, Riggs. I'm going to haul it in. And that'll put Dallas in the red zone. Dallas said they're not going to give up. They're going to go ahead and give it to 34. And once again, this run defense not playing games here tonight is going to be 2nd and 11. Let me see if I can do something with this real quick. Hold on. Click to report. Nope. Okay, it's not letting me doing it from here. This is all good. Looking right side and caught. Pushing forward. Gonna beat Isaiah Fowler, fighting for every inch. He's gonna be a little short. 3rd and 1 coming up here. Well, I appreciate the follow, I guess, if there's any consideration there. But we'll have to go ahead and hit you with that right there. Hit you with that cheese. As we go ahead and make it 3rd and 1, hand off to Ulf, pushing forward, and he's going to pick up the first down. Most definitely going to make it 1st and goal coming. Why can I not? Hold on, I'm just checking something near here. As we see another handoff, and he's going to find his way. There goes old Jacobson. Hitting him with the bow real quick. And that's going to make it 7-6. How do I get this off? There you go, much better. And the kick is going to be no good, though. 7-6 will remain the score. We will not have ourselves a tie ball game. We'll see what happens later on. Still got plenty of time left. Appreciate you for the follow, but can't be having that spam up in here. Let me know how you feel. In the 3rd quarter, we'll go into the giveaway. And speaking of which, I should probably bring up the spin the wheel thing. See, I told you I'm rusty, man. Like, I haven't done this in so long. But I got it up, ready to go when it is time. As we send this one away, Dallas still down in this ball game, but Tacoma, they want to find a way to extend that lead right back as we see the return there from Lamar Davis, the backup halfback. Is going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Tacoma with the 1-point lead. What can they do with it? Make sure you get your guys into the streams, of course. There is a way you can streak on streams, and that can increase how many coins you could get. As we see the pass across the middle, wide open. And there goes Zoro Lunar to the 45-yard line. It's 1st and 10 here for Tacoma. Not too many yards all the way around from either team. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be 1st and 10. Short drop back. Off the back foot, throws it away. And that's going to make it 2nd and 10. Passing it again, looking for a man to throw to middle of the field and going to be caught, pushing forward past midfield. And that's going to make it 3rd and 3. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the people handling the stats. Pretty interesting setup here. If you haven't noticed, Huntington Beach, the first team in season number 9 to secure a playoff spot. And they're closer and closer to securing home field advantages. That tackle is going to be very nicely done there from Rocky Ivan. That's going to be another stop. And the Dallas Dragons coming through with the big play. With their offense coming back onto the field. Sending this one away. Looking for a bounce. Not going to find it. That's going into the back of the end zone. And it's going to be 1st and 10 again. Here comes the big homies of Dallas coming off of a touchdown drive. Let's see what they could do. I see 8 people up in here. Make sure you're getting that giveaway if you haven't already. Exclamation point USFA. If you have a user player in the league, you could potentially win a prize at the end of the 3rd quarter. Make sure you don't forget as we see the pass again, looking for a man, going to throw it straight to Off, who is going to pick up too much, only a gain of 2 as we hit the halfway mark of the 3rd. Pistol formation, going to be another handoff, trying to find a hole, but gets sent backwards as he hits the 25-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up. Handoff, pushing forward and gonna fight and pick up that 1st down. That's why he's the cheat code for a reason. Always finding ways to be great. His 15th carry is gonna be 1st and 10. And now that the game is so close, the run game is still open for Dallas to use if that's what they choose to do. It's gonna be 1st and 10 again. Faking the handoff here. DJ Church looking for someone to throw to. He's going to take off to run, but doesn't have the speed, and that's going to be King Maximus. You better crown that man. It's going to be 2nd and 12 coming up. Third and 12 coming up here. Dallas starting to stay in this ball game, but they're going to try the run game, and that's not going to help them out at all. That's going to make it 4th and 11. Not too much they could do there. Going to make it 4th down. Look at this return here. Kaiser sheds off 2 men and is going to take a pass to 30. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Ryan Davis in the chat saying, I have a feeling this is going to come down to the wire, but Tacoma says they don't want that to happen as they go ahead and take up a gain of 4 on the ground. Two minutes left. Coming up. Drop back, middle of the field and caught, turn it up, first down play. And another set of downs coming up for Tacoma. Dallas looking for the stop. As we got the final minute, 45 seconds here in the third quarter. Make sure you're getting that giveaway. Get your people up in the giveaway if you have not already. Clock keeps ticking. Short drop back, quick pitch and caught, but Joe Beasley's going backwards with it. That's not going to get him going forward. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 coming. 3 catches for 11 yards there. Stretching it to the left side and trying to take the edge, and he's going to pick up the first and a little bit more. That gets him to the 35-yard line as the Tacoma Eruption comes through with the big play right there, getting them close to the field goal range. Not quite in it, but they're definitely close enough to where they could start opening up this playbook a little bit. Great blocking on the outside as they move to the I formation. Should be the last play of the third, assuming it is an incomplete pass. As we see a handoff pushing forward, there is going to be a flag on the play, and that should be on Tacoma. Yes, it is. The fullback going to make it go backwards. It's 1st and 17 now. Clock continues to roll. And they should get a hike off before the end of the third. Yes, they will. Quick pitch right side, and that should have been picked. Should have been, would have been, could have been. That definitely was a play that Dallas wished they could have back. It's going to be 2nd and 17 coming up. So this will be the official last play of the third quarter. It's been a while. How you feeling? Let me know how it looks, how it sounds, as that one is going to be taken down. That will take us to the end of the third quarter. I'll go ahead and pause it up, do the giveaway in a little bit. As it's going to be 3rd and 13. Dallas trying to get off of the field, middle of the field, and caught, turn it up and pushing forward. He might be a little short. We'll see the spot. Actually looks like it is going to be a first down as per what I see down at the bottom, but we got to get into the giveaway. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what the prize will be. First and foremost, what is going to be the prize here? And the first one back in quite some time is a good one. We got 10 TPE coming up. Who's going to get the 10 TPE? It's going to go to Declina. Gina Buckley coming through with the goods. You'll love to see it as it goes right back to Huntington Beach, that leading team doing its thug fizzle. It looks like it's going to go to Gabbana's 89. So great job there from Big Home and Buckley, getting the job done in the giveaway. First one back in quite some time, but we ain't forgetting too much here. Everything is all good to go. I can't wait to see what happens in the later portion of this ball game as well. In the later portion of this week, we still have 2 more games left to play. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but we got to get back into the gameplay as you already know. Let's go ahead and do it. Ryan in the chat hyped. And Joe Beasley reached out with that long frame. Got the job done. And now Tacoma's in field goal range. But they need a little bit more. Looking for the handoff. Going to fake it. Looking for a man. Left side. And going to be incomplete. Punched out of the hands of Chris Banks. As Raven Kenobi was right there with them. Going to make it 2nd and 10. Going to be doing some strategy sheet changes going into the next season, so make sure you watch out for that. I learned a couple things while I was sick that I'm sure will make a lot of people happy and make it a lot more informative for people as well, especially the people that was to come in later on down the line. Going to be 3rd and 2 coming. Dallas once again with the chance to at least hold them to a field goal attempt. We're going to look for the pass here, looking for a man, backing up a little bit, middle of the field, and caught, turn up, Zora Luna reaching out, and it's going to be a score. They didn't need the first, they say they need the tutty. And that's going to make it 13-6. The protection perfect on that play. That gave them the time to decipher where to throw it. Kick is going to be up, and that's going to be a doink. So both kickers missed an extra point tonight. Must be the brighter lights, I must say, but Dallas still in check to at least get a touchdown. They could tie it up. They could get a touchdown with a 2-point conversion to take the lead, however they want to do it, but we shall see how it goes here. And tomorrow's the start of December. Pretty interesting, huh? Halfway through the holiday season. Thanksgiving is out the way. I've got out of my food coma. Hopefully I got out of this other coma that I can't say on the airwaves, but most of the people in the chat know what I had to go through, so hopefully that's out of the way. I still feel a little bit, and maybe it's because it's getting a little bit more chilly on my side as well. That isn't helping things, but it is what it is. Big homie Pope politicking with the 5 biddies. Thanks so much, big homie. He says he wants to get his team back into it, as they're currently down 13-6. And for everyone else that doesn't know, Pope politicking is the season 8 safety of the year, Wheezy Porter. Number 24 doing his thing. If you know what you see, you know he's a GOAT. Gonna throw this middle of the field and caught. There goes off, pushing forward. First down play there for the cheat code, and he's gonna make it 1st and 10 here for Dallas. Passing it, taking off to run, and going to be incomplete there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Now, obviously, they could go for broke here, start their 4 down territory if they like. Me personally, if they don't get this particular first down, I'd say punt it away, see if you can get a stop, come back into it, but you never know what could happen until it happens. You know what I'm saying? As we see the fake of the handoff, protection solid. Church is going to launch this one left side. Going to be a dot. And there goes big homie Riggs. Didn't drop that one. That's going to make it 1st and goal. And Dallas, they said they got a shot. They're going to make it right there. That's a veteran going up against a rookie. Not too many times that'll go in favor of the rookie, as we see a handoff. There goes off. There's going to push forward, but there is a flag on the play. It should back him up a little bit. It's going to make it 1st and goal at the 17-yard line. Pistol formation, full Panther set. Looking quick pitch and gonna be caught. And Riggs is gonna walk it in. Big home and Riggs. And they're extra point away from tying this ball game up here, folks. Look like the cornerback went for the deflection, but big body Riggs, he said, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna snag the football and take it down the field real quick. Victor Crime to tie the ball game up, and he does not get through. So this game is nowhere near over yet. Tacoma back onto the field pretty soon. We got ourselves a great ball game here tonight. Make sure that you invite your people. If you haven't already, someone get a big crew of people to watch this one, as it's going to be 13-13. Sending this one away here. Tacoma coming back onto the field. Going to be a return past the 25, past the 30 before getting set down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Tacoma. Handoff, pushing forward, finding a crease, and gets close to the 40 is Davin Brewer. 64 yards so far in the game. The run game still open for both of these teams, assuming Tacoma doesn't score on this particular drive. Dallas will be able to use it. But it also depends on how much time is ran off the clock too. So 8 minutes left in the fourth. Gonna stretch this, gonna look for a hole, find a big one, gonna pick a 1st down up as Davin Brewer cracks 70 on the night. 1st and 10 again. Tacoma trying to walk them down a little bit, burn some clock while they're at it. But pretty even matchup here in this ball game. I love to see it, and I'm sure you all love to see it as well in the chat. Let's keep it moving. Gonna be a stretch to the other side, and the blocking not as great as the last one. It's going to be a gain of 0. 2nd and 10 coming up. Would have liked a juke towards the middle of the field, or maybe away from the defender. See if they could get away, maybe a spin move. But nothing happening on that one as they move to the single back formation, as we see another stretch, this time to the right side. It worked last time, but not this time. The defense led by Wheezy Porter making the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Is going to be 3rd and 11. Gotta head out. Dad duty awaits. Good luck to y'all. Good job. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Davis. I'll see you in the next one for sure. See you in the chat. You know how we do. 3rd and 11. 6 minutes left in the fourth, and they're going to try the handoff, and this time Dallas is going to make the play. So now Dallas, they were down 13-6 at one point, and now with the good drive and a lot of time taken off of the clock, they could find themselves in a good chance to win the football game. Let's see how it works out. 4th and 8. Punt coming away, sending this one deep. Looking for a bounce inside the 5, but it goes into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback, and here comes the Dragons. The home crowd's rocking with them. It took them a little bit, but now they believe they could get the job done. See if they could get their 3rd victory of the season. While Tacoma, they're trying to hold on. Anchorage rooting for Dallas. Handoff, pushing forward, and sniped immediately. Trying to get the run game going, not to be. 2nd and 10 coming. 5 followers away from 250 on Twitch. That's crazy. And we're approaching 400 on YouTube, so we're getting some traction here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see a fake. Looking for a man. It's Church. Right side and wide open. To the 40-yard line is Isaiah Fowler. And that's going to keep the chains moving. Dallas is trying to get something cooking tonight. That was a beautiful pass there over the heads of the cornerback and the linebackers. Only in the spot where Isaiah Fowler can hit it. We're looking for a fake and then a commercial. 1st and 10. Here comes Church. Quick pitch and caught. There goes Fowler again. Cutting through and getting to the other 40. Past it. It's going to be the 38-yard line. And Dallas is on the move, folks. Keeping it moving. It's 1st and 10 again. Isaiah Fowler came up with 2 of the bigger catches of the game, not including the touchdown and the long pass to Riggs on the other side, as we see a handoff, and there's a big hole. There goes Olf, who's going to fight close to the 30. He's going to make a 2nd and 3 coming up. Two minutes, 40 seconds left in the 4th as they keep it on the ground. I don't blame them, and there's a big hole there for Olf, who's going to get inside the 25. Yeah, I got hit with those too. But while you was on the ads, Dallas said, y'all sleeping on us right now, as they should hit the 2-minute warning with that play. In field goal range, but we've seen the kicker kick from this range on the extra point. He missed one of the 2. So I'm expecting Dallas to try to move a lot closer or try to pick up the touchdown. So it'll be a lot more difficult for Tacoma to get it done. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10. Back to the pistol. Why not give it to 34? There's another big hole. Who's going to take it to the 15? 2nd and 3 coming up. A heavy dose of Wolf Jacobson here in the 4th quarter. The Dallas crowd loving it as they move back into the pistol. A little bit more than 90 seconds left in this game. No timeouts called. Trying to catch him off sides, not to be. Going to look for the man middle of the field and going to be caught for the 1st inside the 10-day go. And Tacoma's going to call the timeout here. Now Tacoma's hoping for the red zone stand here. Probably be in the best interest of Dallas to run the football, and they will agree with me there. Handoff, getting to the 5, and that's not going to help out Tacoma. That's going to make it half a distance to the goal, make it to the 2-yard line, in Dallas, they're 2 yards away from taking this lead, folks. As you see the one-handed catch there from Riggs earlier to get him closer. Back to the pistol set. A lot of big bodies up there as well. 1st and goal. Gonna fake the handoff. Blocking's perfect. Gonna throw it short, and it's gonna be a loss. Second and goal coming up. Yeah, he threw that late. If he threw that early enough, that would have at least been a gain of 1, potentially even a touchdown. But they're going to go 2nd and goal. Tacoma with 1 more timeout left as they stretch it to the right side, pushing forward, and Northman's going to close it himself. Touchdown Dragons, and that'll give him the lead late in the 4th. What a player. There goes Ulf Jacobson. And he ran through 3 defenders to make that happen. Extra point here from Victor Crime. And it is going to be good. So Tacoma will have 1 timeout and a minute and some change in order to tie this ball game up. Let's see how they run it. One minute, 12 seconds. Sending this one away. Time clicking as he's running past the 25. 1 minute, 9 seconds. Left in the first. Left in the fourth, I'm sorry. Shotgun set here for Bridges, looking for the comeback, going to pass it, looking for a man, takes off to run and throws it away. Another drop back, looking right side, is going to be incomplete, swatted out. And there goes the long third down situation here. Obviously, 4 down territory. Going to be 3rd and 10. Passing it. Field and going to be punched out as that's going to be 4th and 10 as Chris Banks could not hang on to it, and now it's do or die time here for Tacoma. If they could pick up the first, the drive will still continue, but not a lot of time to do something here. Let's see how they play it. Shotgun set. Gonna look for a man, looking to launch it. Going to be punched out again if the Dallas Dragons will secure the W. Tried to get it to Magic, but the defense of Dallas gets the job done late, and that'll give them the football. Tacoma only has 1 timeout left, and they're going to go ahead. Dallas is going to go ahead into everyone's favorite formation, aka victory formation. Tacoma's going to call the timeout, but it's not going to matter. 2 kneel downs will close this one out as we go ahead and look forward to tomorrow and beyond. We have 2 more games this week, and this is going to be a fun matchup here. Charlotte and Pittsburgh. As Charlotte gets closer to locking up the number 1 seed in the East, Pittsburgh, they still have some battling to do. They're currently tied. Actually, I take that back. They're currently tied with 2 teams. Well, they was tied with 2 teams before the week started, but now they're tied with 1 team, which we'll see in the game after that. And it's going to be the battle for the Hudson River as New York will take the trip to New Jersey to face on the Battalion. Should be a fun ride as always. But until then, you already know what the deal is. We will get the games on Twitch for those 2 right after I get off work. You already know all the good stuff. So we'll go ahead and finalize that here. 20-13 is your final score. Dallas makes the game in their favor. DJ Church coming through with the clutchness on that drive along with Ulf Jacobson. Got to give credit where credit is due as always. That's going to go ahead and make it wrapped up here. 341 yards to 220 there for Dallas. Looking a little bit further down, looks like both teams are kind of struggling with 3rd down conversions, but it is what it is. It happens, and they both had ample enough time to roll with offense. Looks like Tacoma had the lead in regards to possession time, but didn't factor out to a victory for them. So looking at the stats though, DJ Church 17 for 29, 260, 1 touchdown, longest pass of 56 yards. Sean Bridges on the other side, 19 for 30, 157 yards, 63%, 1 touchdown, and the longest of 20. And you see right there the average yards per attempt. Definitely a different ball game here. As Church, he did his thing on this game. I ain't gonna lie to you. Rushing wise, both Jacobson led the way, but they both had similar yard totals, but all 3 touchdowns came through the running backs. All 3 in regards to this side came through the running backs. So it's 5 total touchdowns. 2 of them were passes and 3 of them were runs. Both Jackson 22 for 79, 2 TDs. Devin Brewer 17 for 73, 1 TD. DJ Church 4 for 4. Sean Bridges 1 for 10. Longest carry of the day goes to Devin Brewer with his 20-yard gain earlier in the game. Receiving wise, we'll start with Dallas. Ulf Jacobson and Isaiah Fowler led the way in catches, 5 apiece. Ulf had 42 yards, Isaiah Fowler had 123. Jerry Riggs had 3 for 71 and a touchdown. Tank Tremonti 2 for 24. Frederick Kaiser 1 for -2 yards. Billy Silly 1 for 2 yards. So they pretty much canceled themselves out. Drop wise, Riggs, Fowler, and Jackson each had 1 drop, but they were all punch outs. So kind of different, but still a drop nonetheless. Longest catch goes to Fowler for his 56-yard catch earlier in the game. On the other side, Chris Banks and Zoro Lunar had 4 catches, but Joe Beasley had 5 for 28. Chris Banks 4 for 56. Zoro Lunar 4 for 50 and a touchdown. Davin Brewer 3 for 6. Extra Magic 2 for 9. Lamar Davis 1 for 8. Drop wise, looks like Chris Banks had 2. Extra Magic and Joe Beasley each had 1. And the longest catch of the day goes to Chris Banks for a 20-yard gain. Defensively here for Tacoma, John Carter led the way in tackles with 7. Xavier Banks had 6. Kaiser Washington had 6. Jacob Copeland had 6. Alpha Wolf with 4, Goofy Goober with 4, Tywire England with 4, Carlton Rhodes with 3, Geriatric with 3, Kentrell Galden with 3, King Maximus with 2, Rose O'Neal with 2, David Koala with 1, Lamar Davis with 1, Patrick McGowan with 1, Seth Wallace with 1, and Evan Hunt there with 1. Tackles for loss, David Koala, Carlton Rhodes, John Carter, and Alpha Wolf each had 1. King Maximus, the only sack in the ball game there for Tacoma. No INTs. Looks like Tywire England led the way with 2 pass deflections. Kaiser and Jacob Copeland each had 1 apiece. Forced fumbles, nothing there. And that's all the defensive stats there for Tacoma. On the other side, the leading tackler will be Raven Kenobi and Weezy Porter there with 7. There is Connaughton, but that's a bot player. We don't care about those. Another bot. Noah Bake there with 5, John Fowler with 4, Jay Mangum with 4, Thomas Noble with 3, Rocky Ivan with 2, Frederick Kaiser with 2, Joey Phillips with 1, Emmanuel Sun with 1, Jackson Storm with 1, Kobe Froby with 1, and Quentin Robin, the halfback, also gets 1. Raven Kenobi, Jay Mangum, Rocky Ivan, Weezy Porter, and Thomas Noble each had a tackle for loss. Definitely getting in the backfield today. Great job. Thomas Noble and Emmanuel Sun both getting a sack. Great job from those guys. Pass deflections, Jay Mangum with 2. And looks like he's the only user there with pass deflections and no other defensive stats here. Kicking wise, we see, let's see. 2 for 3 there for Victor Crime, Bruce Stinger, 1 for 2. So not the greatest of field goal play, but it is what it is. Looks like 7 total kickoffs, no touchbacks. Punting wise, Bruce Stinger 7 for 365, Victor Crime 6 for 291. Kick return wise, Lamar Davis 4 for 97, Ulf Jacobson 3 for 68. Punt return, Kaiser Washington 6 for 63. A great job there on the punt returns. And Ulf Jacobson 2 for 5. And that is going to be it for this ball game here. We'll go ahead and wrap it up and go ahead and move towards the second to last game, which will be tomorrow. It'll be Charlotte at Pittsburgh. We will be in Pennsylvania for this ball game, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back on Twitch for some more action. Thank you so much for all of the patience as always, and we'll go ahead and get back into the gameplay soon. Stay safe, everybody. Get the bag.